Go
on.
on. Go on.
Don't
Hey.
stop.
Hello, chat.
Oh,
Welcome.
hi.
Yeah, no, actually, you're actually live now.
Oh, hi.
Had a little
Hello.
bit of a hot mic situation.
It's fine.
Yeah. Is it though?
Yeah. You
Is
know
it
it's
though?
not fine, the mines.
Oh
Let's
no,
get
mines
back
are
to
great. The
let's get
children.
back to the mines.
Yeah. I love going back to the mines.
Yeah.
Back
I
to the
love the
mines
mines.
again.
I love the mines.
Oh, the YouTubers yearn for the mines,
I mean, that's true.
especially the Minecraft YouTubers.
Well, yeah, especially the Minecraft YouTubers. They kind of put themselves in that position, but it's
They
fine.
did it to themselves.
They did it to themselves. It was a choice.
Yeah.
It was
All
a
right.
choice.
Hello, chat.
Hi.
Speaking of the mines, we gotta do this grind here. I'm back on
Oh,
YouTube. It's been a
what
while.
a segue.
Yeah.
What a segue.
I've had so much time to practice
No,
my segues. So
I'm proud of you.
Oh wow. Hi, I'm Laughing Boy and I'm here with Lacey Johnson. We're doing our little chat.
Yeah.
I got a red versus blue situation on hand. Celeste, what's that mean?
Huh?
I need to hold on. Forgot the one thing that I always forget to do. I gotta check to make sure that my chat overlay works. So hold on. We're gonna go with live chat.
Hi, chat.
We're gonna go pop out chat.
Oh.
And
oh my god. See,
my
coming back.
God.
So coming back, in case y'all don't know, I love Jennifer Coolidge, and Jennifer Coolidge was the reason I saw the Minecraft movie. And she is all of my stream alerts, and I've actually wanted to go back and re-record her in like a terrible impression, like, oh my god, thanks for following, stuff like that. I want it so bad. I want it so bad.
That sounds pretty good.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's what my main alert is right now. It's just that.
I think I do actually remember that. Is that just for like people following or subscribing?
Yeah. I mean, it's for following, but I feel like I've had the Final Fantasy victory sound for subs for a long time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I could even do Jennifer, Damn.
I love it.
See, you can see it now, can't you? It's great. It's great.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's what you mean. So I have blue hair. It's supposed to be purple, but it's kind of like doing a little silver thing.
I love it.
And then you've got the red.
Yes.
We swapped basically.
I'm proud of us. We're player 1 and player 2.
I know. The Nintendo Switch.
We are the Nintendo Switch. Breaking news. You've heard it here. You're the first to know. We are now the Nintendo Switch. Congratulations to us.
Yep. We're very expensive.
We are very expensive.
Blame tariffs.
We are hard to get, and we're very expensive.
Yeah. Look, you got to look at yourself in the mirror every morning and say 3 things. I am very in demand. I am very expensive. I am the Nintendo Switch family of systems. I messed up. I was going to say 2, and then I said 3, and I had to come up with a third one.
That was pretty profound. I mean, it's the Nintendo rule of 3s. I think you're really onto something there.
Yeah. And then the boss dies, and then you can go to work.
And then the work begins.
Then the real work begins.
Again, you all were here to witness this firsthand. That's what we're doing today.
What we're actually doing today is we're gonna talk about your career. But first, we're gonna talk about some questions that people have been sending in. If you check the pinned message in chat, you can go to the form now. You've got the next 20 minutes. You can ask us anything you want. You can ask me something.
Ask Andrew a question.
Ask him a question.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It keeps going into Peter Griffin. That's fine.
That's okay. I love it though. You do a very good Peter Griffin.
Thanks. I forgot I had a stream where we hit 1,000 followers on Twitter or Twitch a long time ago, and we got it because I told them, like, if we can get it, I'll do the rest of the stream with the Peter Griffin voice.
Amazing.
And Massey had to deal with that for the rest of the stream for like an hour. I was exhausted.
I bet that'd be really tiring.
It was pretty tiring.
That'd be a lot. I recently did like a birthday stream, and I said, if someone gifts 5 subs right now, I'm going to read the first chapter of Sonic High School in Jennifer Coolidge's voice. And immediately it happened. So I still am getting questions on when's chapter 2? What's the plan? Is this a series now? And I went, why did I do this to myself? The regret.
You just have to make it a monthly goal.
Yeah, you're right.
If people want it, make them pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear that?
People I'm in demand. I'm expensive, and I do a Jennifer
Nintendo
Coolidge
Switch
voice.
And the bonus and I do Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Period.
But we have some questions from chat, and
Okay.
we have a couple from Celeste and the Goat here.
Oh.
Yeah. So the first question from them actually is, who is your favorite content creator?
Who's my favorite content creator?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. Who am I watching a lot? Oh, I know who right now. I'm a big fan of Vanilla Mace. She is a streamer, TikToker, content creator, vlogger. She's hilarious. I am obsessed with her right now, actually. I have like stickers of meme reacts of her on my phone. Like it's serious. It's really great. But she's really, really freaking funny. And she's one of those people that is very authentic and inspires me to be more authentic and real. So I like her a lot. If you don't know her, you should check her out. She's very funny.
All right.
Yeah.
They also asked, what inspires your creative drive? This is a good question.
What inspires my creative drive?
Yeah.
So this is a funny answer. I think it's compulsion. I can't stop. So it's a lot of the time, and this is very real. It's funny, but it's very real. So I will get an idea for a song in my head or a recording in my head or a video in my head, and I simply can't stop until it is made. And it's like I like itch every single day that it's not done and a thing. Mm-hmm. And it took a lot to get even to that state to where I have a really efficient setup to where if I know what I want to do in my head, I can sit down, record it, and then we make a video for it and put it out. You know, we have a workflow. It works. It's great. But it took a long time to get there. And pretty much at this point, I can use a very specific example for a song that's not out yet. So I've been working on a song from Expedition 33 Clear Obscure since June. And I wanted to take my time with it because I haven't sung in French since college. So I wanted to not screw up. And so I've been taking my time, and it is super good and really, really good now. But I got an idea for the solo for it when I was literally on vacation in Hawaii in July, and I heard it in a dream, full stop, true. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm recording a voice memo of the solo in just crude what I had in my mind for me to get to when I got to it. And I only just recorded that solo like 2-3 weeks ago. But it's like, thank God, you know, just that idea, it came out of nowhere and I needed it to exist. And so I wrote it. And it's like that kind of stuff. It's beyond explanation. It's more just, I think, being in tune a lot with what inspires me, the kind of music I like. I listen to music all the time, all day, every day. And I think you get ideas and you get inspired by hearing something that's kind of, oh, wow, I love that. How do I make that sound? You know? So it's creativity, and it's just letting myself explore and kind of experiment. And then if something's good, then you record it and you make it happen. Yeah.
Do your covers generally tend to take that long? Like, how long do you go from like I want to do this to it's on YouTube?
Honestly, within 2 weeks usually.
Wow. Nice.
I work really fast. It's gotten me a lot of jobs too, because I can put something out, I can record it that day and get it done. that's why this was such an interesting, unique kind of circumstance. I never work on songs that long. Even if I have a collaborator or it's multiple people, usually I try and keep things really present and like very current with what is inspiring me. And if it's gone on too long, the project kind of feels stagnant.
Yeah.
So I like to really keep a tight ship with my timeline. And yeah, I mean, normally a lot of things, you know, that have been performing really well lately are Deltarune, which is great. Toby's music is incredible. It's very hard on piano, on any sort of keyboard instrument. So I'm always like, okay, let's do more of that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I had somebody comment on my newest video that I put out last week, just like a day or two ago, being like, oh, I really wish you could cover this one song, but you know, I might be asking too late. And they were like, it'd be perfect for Halloween. And I went, really? You say so? Checked it out, loved it, already started it. So it's like, sometimes it just is that quick. Sometimes it's days, less so now, just because I'm doing a few things. In case you didn't know, I'm a little busy.
I heard.
So yeah, so I don't do things nearly as within a week as I used to, but I definitely was at a point where I was doing something on a Monday and I'd finish it by Friday. So I don't recommend that schedule. It's a lot. It's kind of just a lot to keep up with. So yeah.
I can't even write my pack script, and that was 5 months ago.
You know, but honestly, it's not something I'd recommend, just because it's like you want to have that fluidity and allow for things to grow and change and kind of sit with something.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of freedom does come from letting something simmer and see how you feel about it, even after like a week, coming back to it and maybe figuring something out. Like for me, sometimes some things are unplayable. Oftentimes things are unplayable. And I think having the time to process it and kind of make a workaround or rewrite something or physically practice it and just get it under my hands, that is so valuable too, because then I'll come back to the song with new perspective and it can be really fun.
Hell yeah.
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 I have a question from Brett GB. He asks, good question, both can answer. When did you decide to add different colors to your hair, and why did you choose the colors you have? In parentheses, love the looks.
Thank you. Do you want to go first, Andrew? You can go first.
Oh, okay, princess. I can go first.
Okay, princess.
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. Really, a lot of it was just like, when I was like younger, I could not just do whatever I wanted to my hair. Like my parents were very just. They weren't like, no, you can't do it, but it was also like kind of no, you can't do it because they didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And they thought it would be like a huge regret. And even after I've done it, my mom keeps making like the same comments where it's just like, oh yeah, like I talked to like this old teacher from your school and they're like, his hair's different. And she's like, yep, I know. And I'm like, why do we have to bring it up? But at some point I was just kind of like, look, I have disposable income, and I started seeing like a stylist, and at that point I was like, well, maybe I could do color. And so it was just kind of like getting out of my comfort zone in a way. Like I spent like the last 7 years trying to do that in different ways of just like, all right, I don't like being noticed, let's do things that get me noticed. So that was one of those things, because I talked about probably doing it, and eventually I was just like, yeah, let's just do it. That's my story.
Oh, Andrew, that's beautiful. I love that. Similarly, my mom would not let me do anything to my hair for a really long time. Now, if you guys can imagine this, because no one's known me with this. So my hair is dark brown. And I had it for a long time. Like I had really, really, really long hair down to my butt for like years. And it just never felt like me. And I always felt like me when, I don't know, something was edgier, right? I just wanted to be edgy. I was emo. I wanted to be edgy. And so like in college, I cut a ton of my hair off and I loved it. And I felt like, oh my gosh, this is the first time I've really kind of recognized myself, if that makes sense. Never thought about color, because again, my hair is very pretty. Like I have very pretty brown hair, and I would get like blonde in because I live in California, so it's sunny all the time. Like I would get
Oh
blonde
yeah.
highlights or red highlights. Like my hair just would take on a lot of color. And that was fine. And then it was after college, I think like 2 years after college, I joined a few bands, and I started seeing a hairstylist kind of similarly. And she was like, "What do you want to do with your hair?" And I went, "I don't know." And she said, "What do you do for a living?" I was like, "I'm a musician." She's like, "Hear me out." She's like, "What if we threw some color in there?" And so I did like a streak of red. That was the first thing I ever did. And my mom didn't talk to me for a week when I did that. But I really liked it. And so then I got some like chunky highlights, and then more highlights, some low lights, and then it became my hair is red. And so I had like red long hair for a long time.
Oh wow.
And I gigged like that for a really long time. And I used to play a red Nord keyboard, and it became kind of like my identity being like red on stage. And it was fine. And my mom somehow found peace with it, knowing that it was like part of my professional identity. Somehow that was okay. But like the pretty much pandemic happened, and I used to change my hair all the time. I used to change my hair color every couple months, and it was really expensive to do that, but I did. And like the pandemic happened, let my hair grow out. My hairstylist moved out of state. I started seeing one of my best friends who does my hair now, Laura. And I talked to her about like, you know, what if we did some color? And she went, bet. So then here we are. But I was blue for a really long time because I was doing my Persona 3 concept album, and I really just wanted to be very method. And so I did that. And then, funny enough, I got hired to, I don't know, just be in this band. And they really liked that I had blue hair, so I kept it. And then I just was like, I'm over the blue, so now we're back to red, and I love it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
I think I met you when you were blue. You
yes,
had blue hair when we first met.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I had it for like a year and a half, which is long. That's a long time for me to have like one color. That's a really, really long time. So yeah, we'll see.
Hell
We'll see
yeah.
how things evolve, but I like the red. So we're happy there. My pillows don't like the red. My pillows are all pink now.
Yeah.
Um,
Shower. If you have like
yeah,
any of the I have like the see-through
yeah,
mats on the shower, and
yeah,
those will turn color, and
yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
But yeah,
I've gone through the spectrum, or not totally, but like I've done maroon. I've done a lot of the colors that I try to do. I don't try to do like super in your face. The first time I tried to do color, it was silver with like a rose gold,
ooh,
and the rose gold washed out in seconds. So I
yeah,
just had silver hair for like 3 weeks.
yeah.
So I
I've
could
done
not
that
do that.
too. I've done that too. I did a lavender once for one of my best friends got married, and her wedding color was lavender. And
Yeah.
so I dyed my hair lavender to like match it, which was fun. It lasted 2 washes. That was it.
Yeah.
And then it was just white. So I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, I learned very quickly, like the hair that I want, the color that I want is because I get my hair done like every 3 weeks or something like
Yeah.
that. I need it to be that color by like week 2, and then we're
Oh
good.
yeah.
So
Yep.
the hair I dye is never the hair that I like actually am asking for.
Yeah.
It's really like after a couple of washes, and
Couple
then like
wash. Yep.
week 2 and week 3, like 2/3 of that time, it's the color I'm actually looking for.
Yeah. I
Um,
feel that. This is washed out, believe it or not. I think it's
wow.
holding really, really well. Like I got
Yeah,
this done in mid-August, and I like it's holding really, really well
yeah.
for where we're at. So
That
I'm pretty happy.
I mean, I wash like every day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better at it.
Do you
I
do
know it's
cold
not.
water?
Only at the time when I'm putting my hair under it. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. That's the
And
trick, by the way. If you want to keep exotic color, you have to wash your head in cold water. I swear, it works. 100%. It does.
or you have to and you have to pick colors that are like going to work with your like your hygiene style, because I
Yeah.
do every day. I pick
Yeah.
colors that aren't going to wash out that easily.
Yep. Makes sense. Yep.
Um,
Yes.
I did blue during the summer, so we did switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. did. It was the natural order of things because we're the Nintendo Switch. So,
That's right.
You can't have two. Come on now.
But now I'm probably going to go back to purple because like that pink color is suddenly becoming my brand. So
I like that pink color a lot.
I'm transitioning back to it. So
nice.
Blue, violet, indigo. We're going to just try to smoothly try to get our way back there.
Color story there. I love that. Yeah.
Is there a color that like you've been thinking about, but you dare not tread?
Well,
because mine is like neon green. If you ask me to do like green or yellow, like I will say no.
I did green once. I loved it. But the issue of being a person who is on camera a lot is that green is an issue. And some blues are also an issue, which that light blue that I had, it hated our green screen. Hated it. Like it just like my face was gone. It was just it was just this. Like that was all you saw in any video.
We had to do some on location.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter was like, no green. No green. Other than that, I don't know. I've done almost every color. I did rainbow, which was a lot of fun. I've done blue. I've done purple. I don't really need to do yellow. I've done blonde. Orange might be fun. That might be what I do after this, is kind of like a red orange kind of thing. That might be kind of fun.
That would look good, especially if you can like try to get a either a gradient or a mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done the mix before. I literally did like a blue or like a violet and red with like red highlights, basically. So it was mostly that was a good time.
Yeah,
but it's like very expensive.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
they charge you per color, chat.
Sure do. Sure do. See, that's also one of the tricks why I just like my hair short, but it costs a lot less when you have short hair than it does if you have long hair, because it takes more. It's hours and hours and hours.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Andy asks, are there any conventions you haven't played at yet that are on your bucket list?
Oh my God, yes. Great question. I really want to play PAX really bad. I have not been able to attend a PAX, and I want to. It's the case where PAX West is always over my birthday weekend, because my birthday is September 1st, so it's always over that weekend.
Yeah.
And PAX East is usually in the middle of tour season. And so I have just been playing this incredible Dodge game for the last 2 years. And I'm like, man, I want to go to PAX so bad. I want to go to PAX East. I want to go to PAX West. I want to compare them. I don't know. It's like, that's been a convention that I'm just dying to go to and dying to play, because I've seen and heard from my friends who have done both. And I'm just like,
it's fun.
Go. I bet it's on my list. It's like right at the top of my list, actually.
I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, PAX East has a really, really good like main stage. I don't quite recall PAX West stages, but PAX East has a really good one. Yeah, it'll be fun. And then we'll hang out. We'll get food.
I know. I want to. Yeah, if you book PAX, book me, please. Thank you.
Just bring me. Just take me away.
Just take me. It's fine. I'll do good. You'll be proud. It's okay.
I'm a great roommate. I'm expensive.
Yeah. Well, listen,
I'm in demand.
I am the Nintendo Switch family of consoles. Yeah. I do a great Jennifer Coolidge impression.
You won't get tired of it, I promise.
No, it'll be great. I can say whatever they want, Oh, it's PAX.
We're PAX.
Oh my God, it's PAX.
Let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Oh wait. Here we go. Have you ever had a bad interaction with a fan? Celeste asks. You don't have to name names.
No, I'm gonna dox him right now. No.
It's Jeremy. He lives on 5453 Windcrest Lane.
In the mines.
Not a real place.
In Minecraft.
In the mines.
God, not really. I think everyone's honestly been so nice,
Hell yeah.
which I'm so lucky,
Yeah.
because I know people we know have had very rough interactions with fans. Because I think a lot of the time too, you know, I'm a part of so many different communities and different groups of people and internet people and music people and all this, and it leaves itself to situations that could become dangerous. But I would say overall, everyone's always been respectful. Everyone has always been kind and supportive. And I feel like that's the energy I'm always trying to put out toward anything I'm doing. So it's refreshing that that's reciprocated to me. Everyone's always passed the vibe check. I actually feel very, very lucky about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that for you. Or
Be nice.
yeah, I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Proud, happy, thrilled.
I'm proud of your fans. Yeah, there we go. I'm proud of your fans.
Yeah, people
Hell
have been
yeah.
so nice. People have been really nice. Usually people just love to laugh and have fun. So I like try and put that out whenever I meet anybody. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's just you can see me fall over my own foot. It's hilarious. Let's talk about it. Like, I don't know. Like, my ego is always kept in check by myself. So
Karmic pressure.
my center of gravity is like, nah, girl.
I have
So.
one more question.
Okay.
I have one more question for this.
I have answer.
I'll let you guess who wrote it. How is my princess so lovely, so stylish and awesome? And when are you visiting again?
Oh my God, I miss her so much. Well, I'm guessing that was our Princess Massey.
That was Princess, yeah. That was
our
all Princess.
Massey, who is such a delight. I have a great story that I can share about Princess that happened this year.
Hell yeah.
So I went out and I played at an anime festival in Orlando, and she came out. She traveled all the way out to see me, and I met Mifa, which was amazing, and I was very nervous. And
Internet royalty.
She basically, yeah. I was thrilled to meet her, and it was a joy. But it was really, really fun because Massey, Peter, and I just like were a little ragtag, chaotic gremlin trio, and we made it our mission to just have the best day humanly possible. And so, like, I finished all of my obligations for the day, and then we just like took off, and we all went out to lunch, and we went to this restaurant, and they had one of those souvenir photographers there. And so we were like, sure, let's take a photo. When I say this picture did me so dirty, it did all of us so dirty. I was ghastly white, like ghastly white, whiter, about as white as this wall. Actually.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Not the blue part, but about as white as this wall.
Yeah.
And Massey was so dark, not her color at all, not her skin color at all. Like the two of us were just the full opposite. We did not look like ourselves. And so I had to buy the keychain because I just was like, I think they just sold us this keychain of two random women on this thing. And like we both bought one. And she tells me all the time, she's like, I'm never taking it off of my bag. Like this is a prized memory for me. And I look at it every now and again. I'm like, those women look like they're having a great time in Florida. But I just adore her. I adore her so much. I want to go out to Florida literally anytime to see her. And I don't care how far I have to travel to do it. She is a delight. She is honestly such a twin flame for me. It's wild how we just became friends the second that we met. Because literally at Coliseum was the second that we met. We had never met prior to that. And like, I just feel so lucky to know her. She is really, truly one of the good ones. And it's just such a pleasure.
Yeah. And I just heard a crow. So.
Oh my God, I heard one too.
She's here.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Well, no, I heard your crow.
Oh.
It's just picked up, but no, she's here. Yeah, she's in both places, just staring.
Wow, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ironically, the bit was gonna be that I was gonna have her walk into the room and ask it herself.
Oh my god.
but her internet is down.
No! Princess, no!
Princess!
Oh, yeah, she just moved. She just moved,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I feel her here. I feel
Yeah.
her. The
See?
crow is
The
here.
crow. The crow is
So,
here.
yeah, the crow is here right now.
Well, here's what's going to happen, chat. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to start the podcast proper.
Yeah.
So we just need to take a minute to like get our affairs and ready, get all our audio recordings set up,
Yes.
and you know, I'm going to make you all watch an ad. Oh no! Apparently, I can do that.
Wow.
I remember seeing you guys being tweet pals at Colo and was like, I didn't know you that they knew each other, and it turns out you didn't.
We didn't. Not
No.
at all. Not at all. That was just the case of us meeting, and it's funny because Brett actually talked to me first,
Yeah.
and he, like, came over and he had seen my show at MagFest, and he was like, "Oh my god, your set was so great. Like, it was just so much fun to see you, and I'm so glad to meet you, and, oh yeah, this is Massey," and I was like, "Hi." That's just like
She's
so,
just
yeah.
like sitting on the table.
I think the way I introduced myself to her was like, "Oh, well, like they're very complimentary toward me and my music and stuff." And I was like, "That's fine." I mean, really, if you know me, I am just a little cryptid in the corner, kind of always hissing and perched. And that was when she went.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was
Yeah.
it. So, period.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a podcast for y'all. We're going to talk about Lacey Johnson's career in content and music and video games and all
Oh.
sorts of fun stuff. But we got to take a break first. So we will be right back.
Right back.
Hello. We've been live for like 3 seconds. Hi everybody. Just letting her stare into the camera, stare into your soul. My name's Laughing Boy LP, and it's time for Good Luck Have Fun. So it's a new podcast that I invented 7 months ago. So yeah, it's a baby. There's a statistic. We need to hit 10. I can cancel the show at 10 episodes because like 60% of all podcasts don't make it past that. Yep. As soon as we hit 10 episodes, we're done. Yeah. That's the goal. Um Look, if you're not familiar with this podcast, I'm taking the best bits of my other 2 podcasts and just slap them together to create like a more informative, fun, casual conversation with content creators to talk about our lives and how we celebrate our love of video games through content creation. They apparently couldn't because I had you muted because of the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, audio listeners will
Oh.
hear everything she said. You don't, so that's exclusive content over on Spotify.
Wow, you better listen.
Yeah, go to Spotify. No, not now. The episode's
Not
not
right
even
now.
there yet.
That would be embarrassing.
That would
Don't
be,
do
oh
that.
my God, you would look so silly.
Wow.
My goodness.
You almost did. You almost went. You almost
Yeah,
went.
yeah,
Yeah.
you were thinking about it. I saw
Uh-huh.
you on your phone. So, tonight we have video game musician, part of Steam Powered Giraffe and Princess. We have Lacey Johnson tonight. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, Princess
Hello.
Wave.
You know.
Practicing. Or you have carpal tunnel. I can't tell.
Well, so fun fact. I don't have carpal tunnel. I could not do what I do if I did.
That was very fun.
But yeah. No, my grandmother was in the Rose Parade. She was a Rose Princess. If you ever watched the Rose Parade on New Year's Day,
Oh my
she
God.
was a Rose Princess, and so I learned very, very young how to do this wave because it's very tiring to wave your hand for an entire parade route.
This
So you do.
well, okay, I get it, but
Mhm.
like this honestly does feel a little tiring.
Yeah. It's not efficient, but it's what they did. The
They thought
50s
it
was
was
a
good.
wild time.
Oh my God. Tell me about it.
I know. I know you were
someone,
there. I
yeah,
know.
thanks.
I know.
I look bad for 30.
No, no, you get double. You get double for you, Quincy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
But yeah, hi.
Hi.
Come
Yeah, well, hey. Well,
Hey,
that's it for our podcast. Good night,
wow,
everybody. Yeah.
awesome. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I told
That's
you
a
it was
wrap.
easy. Yeah,
That's a
very
wrap.
casual. Yeah.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
we did it.
This is a first. So uh we've met. Yeah.
What?
Uh
We have.
we have. We've met and we've hung out a little bit, but I feel like this is gonna be great for me because this is like the first conversation that we're having. So yeah, I'm making content and one of these days am making money off of this, but I'm also using this as an excuse to get to know people better.
Wow.
Wow.
Kind of brilliant, actually. Why
Yeah,
not?
very
Yeah.
parasocial of me.
It's a let's play friendship.
Yeah, that's what Let's Talk was gonna be, and then I canceled that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well.
now it's this.
Now it's
So
this.
it's
So hope you're all
arguably
happy.
better. I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy.
Yeah. Are you happy?
I
How you
am.
feeling?
I'm a very happy person.
Oh yeah, in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
When you were a child, were you happy?
Oh, is this therapy now?
It can be.
Okay. No, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I'm an only child, so I was
Yeah.
by myself a lot. And a lot of the time what I would do to amuse myself was see friends, play video games, and play music. So really what I'm getting at is nothing has changed.
Oh, good.
I am the same.
How did you get into video games? Like, you didn't just like go like, "Hey, look, a Nintendo."
Somehow, no. My best friend who lived across the street got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas. I remember
Oh.
that. And I went over to play with him and we were playing it together. And I just went, well, I want one of these now. So then I begged and cried for one of those. And then this little thing called Pokemon came out. And I had to have that. My friend got that too. So it really was Pokemon. Pokemon was the gateway to everything. But Banjo-Kazooie and Pokemon were like my entry into the gaming world.
You sound like Josh Jepson. Are you not Josh Jepson?
Well,
disguise.
I'm really good. I had you going, didn't I? Mm-hmm.
You did. So
yeah.
Does Josh Jepson do a very good... Anyway. But so video games, and then how did you get interested in music?
So that is an interesting route. So I actually was interested in singing first. I wanted to be a Spice Girl. Popular group from the 90s, for those who don't know. Yeah. And my dream was to grow up and be Baby Spice. So I got like a little karaoke machine for my birthday, and I tortured everyone within a quarter mile of my singing. And one day I was over at my friend's house and I figured out the theme from Titanic on her keyboard that she had. And I just figured it out by the notes that were in my head. And I just started playing. Yeah. And I got it and I did it. And I remember her dad called my mom and was like, "Hey, so that's not normal. You might want to put her in some music lessons or something." And I did singing at school, and I loved it. And so like we signed me up for like a New Year's special for music lessons. Okay. And I went to a vocal class and the teacher scared me. So I cried and I left. Nothing has changed. But so like the gal who ran the school was like, "Hey, you paid for these classes already. Like, is there another instrument that she wants to try?" And my mom was like, "Oh, well, she likes piano, so maybe let's throw in her piano lesson." And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was in group lessons until I graduated high school. And I also did private piano as well. and I did theory testing, and I did like a full classical comprehensive collegiate education before I graduated high school. And I loved it. I loved the challenge. It was really hard. I didn't get into it for classical music, but it's just kind of the route you go when you do piano.
Yeah.
But I don't regret it because I went to school for music. I got a college degree, a BA in music industry studies. So I studied recording, arranging, production, education, and business. So I kind of went to school for a full music career, whatever that looked like. And my dream was always to do music for movies or music for games, just because that was the media I liked. So that was kind of where that inspiration went. And I loved my classes. I loved my college education. There's evidence of it now in the work I do every day. But all that's to say is games was the reason I wanted to play music outside of classical. I was obsessed with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and the Pokemon music was too hard. But these really beautiful lyrical RPGs that I was playing, back in the day, you used to have to go to fan sites to get sheet music because official sheet music for games was not a thing.
Yep.
And so Ichigo.net, I was one of their premium users because I would just download whatever came out, like any anime or video game song, like whatever someone had transcribed, I would download it and print it and play it. And I still have my binder full of the sheets that I printed all those years ago. And some of them are just terrible. Some of them are for other instruments that I then had to fully transpose and rearrange for piano. But I was doing that, at like 13, 14 years old. I was doing all of the things that I'm still doing now. Yeah. But now I just record it and perform it on camera. But yeah, I mean, it's all rooted, I think, just in my interests and the things that kept me going. And it's fun to see. It's wild, actually, to see how it's changed and expanded from those early days of, I just like it, so I want to play the instrument, to now it's like, well, I'll learn this instrument because I got to do a job for it. So,
I mean, what was the process of you being like, did you go into high school thinking like, oh, this is what I'm going to do? Like, I'm going to go into college for music. Like, did you start looking at conservatories and things like that? And like, you kind of had that planned out?
Hilariously, no, I wanted to be a doctor. So
okay.
Because I also was so interested. I was so interested in medicine. I loved it. I loved memorizing the human body. I memorized every single bone that's in the human body. Don't know it anymore. Don't ask. And I was obsessed. I wanted to help people. I wanted to operate. I wanted to be a doctor. I really, really loved it. And then I took a couple extra classes in high school to kind of set myself up for it, because my uncle is a surgeon, really, really great surgeon in LA. And so I was asking him, he wanted to support me any ways that I could, if I wanted to shadow him, whatever. And so we did a dissection in my anatomy and physiology class, and I passed out. And it was a little traumatic, and I went, maybe this is not the job for me. What else do I like? I like music. I'll go to school for music. That's the way. But funny enough, so since I wasn't interested in just like a performance program, because honestly, I'd been there, done that. I did classical music for so long, and I performed concertos and like a lot of symphonies and stuff like that. I had done all that by the time I was 17. So I was kind of like, I don't really want to do this for the rest of my life. It didn't make me happy. So studying like music production was absolutely at the top of my list, because I went, oh, a producer, that's who like makes all of the sounds, like makes the painting of all of the music. Like the producer is who fills it out, right? Like not just one instrument, but the rest. And I wanted to do that. And so like I found a school that did exactly that, had a great program. All the teachers were from LA in the music business. Felt incredibly lucky to have been able to go to that program and do all that. And I should mention, I did it all on a full ride scholarship because I was really good at physics. So I got a full ride scholarship because of physics.
Wait, explain that.
Yeah, I'm smart.
I mean, yeah, sure. You're good at physics. But
No, so,
how did that come about?
the timing was unfortunate. So I was about to graduate high school at the 2008 homing crisis, and my mom, worked for a mortgage lender and, a major bank, and
Mm-hmm.
that bank dissolved, and so technically I was, balling on a budget, if you will, and so they were this, scholarship board was very interested in students that were going into kind of a more technical field, and they're fascinated with me because I wanted to do music, but in a technical field. And so they were like, "Yeah, this one. Let's do this one." So yeah, that was crazy. That was
Yeah.
such a gift. I could not even believe that. Um, Still very thankful for it because my physics absolutely got me through so much audio engineering. It's all the same.
Oh, that's
It's
wild.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's some lore you might not know. I'm very good at physics.
I didn't. I mean, I'm learning so much about you right now. So this is
Yeah.
part of the. This is additional to that.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Now I'm frightened. 'Cause
I
My
not anymore.
musical
The brain
journey
cell
was
left.
very like the opposite. I was very much like uh I picked up a double reed. Like I was like, oh, nobody's playing the oboe, so I'll do that. And that was like
Mhm.
4th grade.
Wow.
And
Oh, that's
m-
cool too.
yeah, well, my dad was just kind of like, well, if you can make a sound out of this reed, then you can do it. And I was like, okay. And I immediately
Yeah.
did it. And he was like, oh fuck. So
Let's
got an
go.
got an oboe, and
Yep.
then but like it was pretty bad because like I was in high school and everyone was just like, yeah, this is your career. Like you're gonna do the oboe, you're gonna play in an orchestra, and you're gonna
Mhm.
go to these like colleges.
Mhm.
That was a miserable experience trying
Yep.
to do all the auditions and everything. I
Yep.
think at some point I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
What else can I do?
Yeah.
But by that point, I was already like 19.
Yeah.
So it is funny how like if I had known the people I knew back then, like that I know today,
Yeah.
I probably would still be playing it.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
tough.
wild.
I mean, I think especially relating very much to that, like I was in a lot of piano studio classes that I had to take as part of my education. And like those guys that were in that were so much better than me. And it was like that was going to be kind of my life. And that was a really like good reminder like this is not for me. Like that's not the performance life. I love performing. I love being on stage. I love making music and I love like my neighbor backing up. All right. Anyway,
It's
I
all
like
music.
I love every part of it that has to do with playing it and doing it. But when it came to classical or chamber or whatever kind of fate was going to be for me, I just didn't like the fact of knowing that like there's always somebody who's better than you, that's younger than you, that's more ambitious than you. And if you want to be anything good at all, you have to be better than them at any given point. And I was like, I don't want to do that. That's too
Mm.
sweaty for me. Like I just piano especially, I started late. I was 10, which is very old for a pianist. And like normally even still in my life, like I've taught kids that are 2 or 3 and like that's normal for a lot of kids to start at 2, 3, 4 and they just go. So then by the time they're in high school, they're like incredible. And I was doing it for me. I was the only kid in that class that wanted to be there. Everyone else, their parents made them be there.
Yeah, because
So,
well, they started training them at 2 before they
yeah.
could figure out what they wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly. So it was
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone I have worked alongside within the classical sphere definitely started like many years before I did. So
Interesting.
that was a fascinating kind of comparison game for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you're going through college. Were there any moments where you were just kind of like, because I let's just say I switched majors a lot.
Sure.
At that point, my entire teenage life was like, this is what you're gonna do.
Hmm.
And so 10 years later, when all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is not what I'm gonna do, and I never like did the thing that I was supposed to do in high school, where I'm supposed to like figure my life out. Now I
No.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Was there any moments like that for you where you were just kind of like, well, maybe this isn't it? Like, did you think of any other things? Like,
I mean, never anything that's not music. I'm a hustling gal. I don't just do content full time. I teach, I do studio sessions, I do bands, I do a lot of stuff.
mhm,
So for me, it was never, I knew I was on the right path. And I still remind myself when days are hard, because there are hard days,
yeah,
um, that this is still the right path for me. It's more just being able to pivot and to diversify myself to be interested, because I do a lot by choice. Um, but also to kind of just be smart and make a living doing this. And I live in one of the most expensive states to live in.
hmm,
And I'm not ignorant to the fact that it's like I'm doing a lot just to live, just to have a living and do this. So it's like I'm very comfortable with that discomfort, just to the point where it's like, well, no, I mean, I know I have the ability to create something and I have the ability to do this. Just me knowing that is so different, I think,
yeah,
than a lot of other musicians that maybe are just kind of fumbling through it and like going, means to an end or means to something. But I'm trying to, do music for the rest of my life, whatever that looks like.
hmm,
So it's definitely, it's been challenging, but I've never questioned the validity of it, of me choosing it.
nice, yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
And I know you were talking about how like you didn't necessarily want to go the chamber or like the
Mhm.
classical route.
Mhm.
So what were your like musical inspirations, especially as you started this like content career of
Yeah.
yours? Um,
It was, basically I was working at a school. I was teaching 5, 6 days a week, and I really was kinda sad just being like, I play bar gigs occasionally and I'm teaching, but it wasn't enough. I, like, needed something that I was doing for me, because I felt like just all of my time I was giving to other people. And uh, I started the YouTube channel just doing covers of whatever I liked, which was pop music and country music and a lot of other stuff that I just listened to. Um, and it was more so that I didn't lose my recording skills that I had spent so many years developing. And so, like, I started the YouTube channel not really with a goal in mind, but more just trying to get myself recording, back in the process of making something that sounds good, keeping myself playing other instruments, not just piano or voice, like learning bass. I learned bass for a church gig I had, but also when I started the YouTube channel, I went, well, I need a bass. So I guess I'm going to learn it. And it was easy. I was working at a studio as well at the time. And the producer was a great bass player. And so he was helping me kind of get on the right foot with it. And he's like, you already read this clef, like just translate that to what you know from guitar and you play the bass. And I went, okay. So it worked out great. And I mean, it's the YouTube channel was really just keeping me recording, keeping me thinking and creating. And then it's funny because everything shifted when Super Mario Odyssey came out. And I decided to do Jump Up Superstar, which was difficult because I had never recorded a big band arrangement before. I'd never
right.
done that. And so here I am, like writing horn parts, writing drum parts, playing drum parts. Like I just was at this point, like, oh God, I'm not, oh, this is tough. Okay. So I like spent a long time on that. I made a video and it was cute and it did really well. And a buddy of mine I went to college with was working, funny enough, I think a friend of yours, for Kevin Kenson at the time.
Oh shit.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and
I know that
so
guy.
yeah, and so I went with them and we did a video in his studio. And then he and I had a really great conversation that was basically like, well, what do you want to do with this YouTube channel? Like, you know, you can make something successful, but you just kind of have to commit to it. Cause he's like, you have stuff kind of all over the place. And if you don't narrow your scope, that's not going to take
Yeah.
off. And so I was like, well, I don't know. I like video games. And he's like, then do game music. There you go. So thank you, Kevin. Um, but yeah, it was as kind of simple as that. Like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I've never asked myself that question. So I just kind of have been in like hustle mode and like, what do I need to do to survive? What do I have to do to pay my bills? What do I have to do to keep a certain schedule or whatever for so long that when I started doing that, it just felt so right. And people really responded to it and they liked my weird energy. And I got a keytar and they love the keytar. And so it just, things kind of sprouted just from me making these decisions like, well, I guess I'll just do this now. Um, so, so yeah, that's kind of a long-winded answer of the journey of like how we're here now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of trippy that it's all sprouted somewhat from just the all right. I'll do that.
Have you ever had like another moment where you've just been kind of like, oh, I've just never like stopped to think about what it is that I want to do then?
Uh all the time. I'm constantly reassessing all the time because I think that's just healthy to do too. And
Hmm.
as we all get older and the pressure of the world changes and the culture of the world changes and how we're all viewing kind of art and consuming art and music and all this, it's valid, I think, to ask like, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? Because in case you guys don't know, making things takes a lot of time and energy, and it's totally fair to burn out, and it's totally fair to be like, I don't really like this today. And there's plenty of days where I like record for an hour and I go, not today. We're done today. This is not where my brain is. And I go for a run and I figure it out. But like, I think lately I've gotten so good at having healthy conversations about where my stressors come from, what my dissatisfaction or my anxiety roots in within the process itself. Fortunately, I don't care about what people say anymore. That was a really nice, just like, nah, that's all right. I'm glad you think that, but I've got like a pretty good army of people that disagree with you. So if there's haters, and occasionally there are, they're wrong, and it's fine.
Something has to be going right in order for that many people to be there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, to have some little, you know, little human foot come into my chat and just be like, wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. I mean, it is funny because like you create content and sometimes you just put it out there and really it's just like your main crew that comes by and sees
Yeah.
it.
Oh
And then
yeah.
you accidentally come up with something that's incredibly viral and you just get
Yes.
the entire internet at your front door and they're all sitting there going, why should I care? And you're like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah. I don't know what it's
who
that
are
that
you?
I was
This
gonna say
wasn't for you.
it's that meme of Patrick being like, "Who
Hmm.
are you all inside my
Who
house?"
are you
Like,
people?
literally, like, I don't know. Sometimes there's things that take off that I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, all right." For a long time, funny enough, speaking of SpongeBob, one of the videos that was that for a long time is I did a cover of Sweet Victory from SpongeBob
Nice.
right when the Super Bowl not Sweet Victory moment happened. And so I recorded it that night and like recorded the video the next day and put it out. Like it was just like, I'm pissed, you're pissed, here you go. And that video took off. That is still one of my best performing videos. Thankfully, other things have passed it, but it became a really good bit with Peter and I for a long time because he's like, it's no Sweet Victory. And I'm like, you need to stop because there are videos I've spent days and hours editing and making it sound immaculate.
But
But the
that
thing I recorded in like 3 hours outshined it all. So you just never know.
I
Make the
think
thing.
I think I've said that. Yeah, make the thing. Like
Make
I've
the
said
thing.
that in almost every single podcast that we've done or that I've done. You weren't
Yeah.
in all 10 well 6 episodes. You could
That
have
you know
well
of.
anyway,
It's fine.
yeah. I keep talking about like having a VTuber closet so that if I had like a VTuber come by, they can just be in the closet and then we can just like put them on the couch somewhere.
I do love that idea.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah, I like it.
But the thing that used to irritate it doesn't as much anymore because I think people have kind of caught on. People get really upset about like, oh, I don't have like the best possible camera or the
Right.
best possible equipment. And
Right.
when I did Let's Talk, it was a very similar um, discussion series. But part of that was where can you find like the good stuff? Like, what are you using? Like, if
Mhm.
you're making good videos and you make the recommendation, nobody really wanted to talk about it. And over time, I kind of realized like it really doesn't matter. Like some of the
Yeah.
best streamers out there right now have their microphone is the thing that came with their iPhone.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
camera on stream is my iPhone. Now
Hell yeah.
that's not a knock on the iPhone. It's a damn good camera.
Yeah. No, and, I actually did a panel about this a year ago at MagWest,
Yeah.
and, like, we were building camera builds or, like, filming rigs slash, like, recording rigs at every single price point, um,
Ooh.
because that's something that I wish existed for VGM, for, like, recording video game stuff and just, like, doing it wherever, in your house, in your garage, whatever. We just film in Peter's garage. So it's like, make no mistake, Peter's parents, bless them, let us film in their garage. We, like, set up a little filming studio in there, and, like, um, the camera makes things look a certain way, but at the end of the day, it's like you said, some of the best streamers are using a built-in webcam. They're using the mic that's on their phone. Like, most TikToks go viral filmed with the front-facing camera on a phone. You don't need the nicest stuff. You just need good ideas. That is ultimately, at the end of the day, I think what differentiates a lot of people. Um, and unfortunately, ideas sometimes are harder to come by, at least from my experience. But at the same time, like I said, I'm embracing this era of a lot of creators and streamers and whatnot being a lot more authentic, because ultimately when I find someone that I really click with is because of who they are, not because of I like to know nothing about someone when I meet them. Like, I don't want to know how many followers somebody has. I don't want to know uh, what awards they've won or how many books they read last year. I don't care. Like, I just am like, are you a nice person? Can I talk with you? Great. A lot of the time, it's like the people who are being authentic are the ones who are also attracting a much more authentic, craving audience, which creates content that performs very well. So it's like the more people vibe, better it is, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Um, Indie gamer. We'll ask that question. Where does Lacey get all those cool outfits?
Where do I get Oh my god. All right. So it's it's a combination of a lot of bargain bins. So I I love to create outfits and like layers. I'm a big fan of layers. Uh but lately I've been super into Fenty, which is Rihanna's clothing brand. And
Oh,
Fenty makes some good stuff, I gotta tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really into Fenty. A lot of my bodysuits are from Thistle Inspire. I'll name drop. I don't care. Hire me, please. Uh, please, God, buy so much of your stuff. And then I really enjoy Converse for shoes. They have a lot of really cool looking stuff nowadays at a very good price point, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always kind of looking for things that are unique. Some pieces I've had forever. Um, the Eggman video that I did was a jacket I got in college that was like a clearance item from a Ralph Lauren collection, and it cost me, I think, like $40. Like, it just was
Hell
like
yeah.
some stuff I've just held on to like it's my child. But I love clothes. Fashion was another thing that I kind of wanted to go into because I like making androgynous fashion, in case that's not clear. It's like there's so many different elements of masculinity and femininity that I love to play with in how I dress and how I present myself and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. I just think it's so silly to put yourself in a box. And like, it's why I make my hair all fun and I dress like I do. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just, I have free will. I'm going to wear a cowboy hat today. I don't know. Like, you just stop caring about societal norms, and it's more like, how do I want to look? I'm going to do that. I'm going to look like that. Yeah.
I remember like an old saying where it's like you spend your entire childhood years conforming to the norm. You spend the entire rest of your adult life straying away from that.
I'm doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's funny because like millennials got made fun of for so long where it's just
I
like,
know.
oh, our brands are our identity, but it's also
Right.
like Dude, when you're 25, you'll get it.
Yeah, I know. It's like you
Yeah.
find the things that you like and you run with it. But it's also just being open to like playing with clothes. And I think that's something we don't take enough time to do. I still want to take more time to do it because like there's so many neat brands that are just creating things that have never been made before. And I feel so lucky to be in a place that I can just be like, I could wear that dress and then these weird leggings underneath it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for it, you know,
Yeah.
and then a little shawl. I don't know. It's like just have fun. Play.
I think, and ultimately it's not even just the outfit. It is
Mhm.
how does that make you feel? And
Yeah.
it's always confidence.
Yeah.
Like new trends start because somebody wears something strange confidently.
True. Yeah. It's just bodying it. Also, was that comment because of this fabulous shirt?
No.
Is that why?
No,
Is that what it was?
at first I thought it said Live Moss, and I
Oh,
still thought they were two
you could still
possums.
think that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a possum and a raccoon. And it says living the life, in
Yeah.
case that wasn't clear.
Oh,
But
hell
yeah,
yeah.
you just commit to
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it's like even if you don't want to like conform to certain norms, it's really just dress in a way that makes you feel confident.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
makes
really
you feel like
matter
you.
what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yep. It is that simple. And if that also, I want to say it, if that is the Legend of Zelda green t-shirt and some khaki cargo shorts, bet. Own it.
See,
Own
the
it.
problem is that I knew way too many kids. I strangely enough was never that kid.
I was.
Oh, did you have a chain wallet?
Yeah.
You know what I did have?
What?
If chat even friggin' remembers this,
They'll remember.
I had the sweatbands.
Oh my God, wait, hold on. Tell me more about this. How did you wear them? I also did. Did you do on each arm?
Yeah,
What did you do?
I
Yeah.
did on each arm,
Yep.
and
Wrist,
sometimes
upper arm. What were you doing?
no, I couldn't do that. But yeah, no, I would literally just like wear one on each arm, and
Yep.
I would match it based on whatever shirt I was wearing that day,
Oh, I
color
love
wise,
that.
because it was it was from Hot Topic, so it would have like
Sure.
I know one of them was just like all four different mushrooms from Super
Perfect.
Mario Brothers, and the other one was like
Perfect.
a Mega Man thing. So
I
yeah,
mean, that sounds cool as hell. Bring it back.
I have to find. No, they're gone. They're long
It's
gone,
okay. Bring the style back, Andrew. You could be the pioneer
dude.
of this
I'll just get some
old
towels.
style. I love it. I
Couldn't
think
find
that's
them
great.
anymore, so here we
Yeah.
go.
I
Yeah.
used to have so I had I think I usually just did my left arm. I had a light blue one that I wore, and I had a striped one that I wore. One specifically, though, a checkerboard that looked like the Roxas one. I did that on purpose.
Ah,
Yeah, always a little nod with my like Abercrombie track jacket on top, and then my super baggy jeans that were falling off of me. And like people, I remember my friend Angela once was like, "You have style," and I went, "I don't know if it's good, but okay, I'll take
yeah.
that."
Thanks
But
for the
yeah,
compliment question mark.
she still says it, and I'm like, all right.
She must mean it.
She must mean it by
Yeah.
this point. Yeah, I believe her.
Yeah, absolutely. Took me a while,
Yeah.
but we're there.
Yeah, we're there.
Thank you for answering my question. Well, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
By the way, Spotify listeners, if you check out my YouTube channel, it's Laughing Boy LP. You can ask that too.
Yeah.
You can ask
Do
questions. Do
it.
it.
Do it.
Chat, do you want to look? We
You
had a
won't.
Q&A session before the stream, but if you ask a good question or make a good point, bring it out in chat. We'll talk about it. I don't
I'll
care.
talk about it. I'll
Yeah.
yap.
Hell yeah.
I'm a yapper.
Let's talk about bands.
All right.
So, how did you join Steam Powered Giraffe? Like, talk to me about that.
All right. So this is a great story of again reinforcing make the thing. So I did a cover of Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid, which you should stay tuned to what's coming out soon on my channel. That might be coming around again. But I did a cover of Snake Eater. And David, who plays the spine, who is the manager of Steam Powered Giraffe, saw that video, deep dived my whole channel, and went, my God, she plays everything. This is perfect, because they had like recently had a falling out with a couple of the members of the band, rightfully so. And they were in the market for a new drummer and a new, what do I want to call myself? Rotating musician. So somebody who plays kind of the rest.
Whatever you need.
Yeah. And so I got this incredibly generous, long-winded email from him in like 2021, I think it was. And he was like, you know, the title of the video, or the title of the email was video collaboration / band offer. And I was like, okay. And he like was saying, you know, I'm a really big fan of your channel. We are currently looking for someone who plays piano, guitar, etc. And I think you could be perfect for us. And I'd never heard of Steam Powered Giraffe before, which is amazing considering how much intersecting community they have with VGM. It's very funny. But never heard of him, never crossed paths, never even like, oh, I've seen that video before. Nothing. So I think that was why they were like, great. We love that. Basically we had made plans because it was the middle of the panini, and so nothing was happening. No live music was happening for the foreseeable future. And basically it was an open-ended like, hey, if you're into this idea, why don't we all meet up when it's makes sense to do so and discuss it. So I went down to San Diego and talked with them, and it was just myself and the 3 robots. And it was so cool to run a song with them. Like it was this, you know, this situation where I was like sent a chord chart and a recording and just kind of played piano with them. And just to hear like how skilled they were a cappella was unreal. And I went, oh, okay. Yeah, this is great. And so I did, I signed a contract to do, I think 4 shows with them. That was the initial offer. And like, we were just keeping to local shows. And Brian, who plays Zero, had a buddy who he played with in a band that could play drums. So we had suddenly like a viable ensemble. And so I learned everything, and I was driving down there once or twice a week, which is not a short drive for me. It was like an hour and a half each way.
Oh,
so it was a commitment. It was a really big commitment. And so I kind of was like doing it and being like, gosh, I don't know. This is a long way to go. I don't know if I really want to commit to it. And then when we started kind of just getting everything together, it was very professional production. We had our own sound engineer. We had everything wireless. Basically, they were open and receptive to any ideas I had as far as production and arrangement kind of went. They just said, yeah, whatever you want to do, here's the song, here are the parts, have at it. So I really enjoyed being valued that much within the process, and like feeling like my education, my talent, my prowess was very appreciated. And it still is. I can say that I'm still with them. But it was this feeling of respect I hadn't really had before in a band scenario. And it was refreshing for me. And I went, you know, this is definitely something I'm enjoying doing. It was difficult because there are plenty of songs during our show that I'm playing 2 instruments at the same time, which I enjoy a challenge, and it is quite the challenge. But it's a lot of fun. You know, I mean, within our set right now that we've been touring this year, I switch instruments every single song. So I'm playing piano, and then I'm doing guitar. I go to banjo. I go back to piano. I'm doing piano and guitar. I switch halfway through. Like it's very fulfilling for me, just in the way that I'm never bored. In that live show, I have to be so focused and so aware of constantly just everything I'm doing on stage that I really enjoy it. I love the challenge. And it's been really, really fun. I mean, we have toured a couple countries now, which is exciting. And we just came back from Minneapolis this last weekend.
Some would say one of the more foreign countries you could go to.
Well, some would say that, but no, we did the UK and we did Canada last month.
I know we missed each other in the UK.
I know we were in the UK at the same time. I still can't believe that. I still
was
can't
just in
believe
Scotland.
That. God.
Shucks.
Shucks. Next time. It's okay. We'll
Yeah, the next
coordinate
time we'll
maybe.
synchronize our UK trips.
Yes. But it's been a really great project to play in. We recently just got a new drummer, Astrid, who is incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist. And the two of us are roommates when we are on tour. And so we've been talking about jazz and classical music and all this stuff. And I'm really looking forward to what we can create within the show. We're actively still playing with a lot of like the looks visually. And I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely one of the most fun jobs I've ever had. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's very professional, which is nice for me. I don't have to ask for anything. If I have a concern, it's brought up and acknowledged immediately. And that's really nice. That's very refreshing in a professional entertainment scenario.
Yeah, and that actually makes me think. So you are, when we started talking about you doing the YouTube channel,
Yeah.
it sounded like you were kind of doing everything yourself. You kind of learned everything.
Yeah.
You figured out how to do it as one person. When did you start trying to look for outside help, for collaborations? What did that look like for you?
So I still really pride myself on the challenge of writing and playing everything myself. I think that's one of the most fulfilling parts about this.
Right.
Uh, Only because I think it's that sense of like creative ownership a little bit.
Hmm.
And I have been so lucky to meet some of the most talented musicians I have ever come across in the music industry. Of the VGM community. And I think honestly it was working with Jules for the first time that kind of started a lot of that. And the reason that came up is he was opening for my band I was in at the time at a show in LA, and I was familiar with him, but I didn't know him at all. But I'd seen a couple videos of his and I was like, damn, he's great. And we hit it off immediately at that show. We got along very well. In case y'all don't know, Jules and I are good friends as well. We're very similar, and we're the same age too, which was fun to learn as well. You can always tell when someone's pretty close in age to you. But like, I don't know, he and I really hit it off, and we started brainstorming doing a Death Stranding video together. And that was really fun. And I think that put me in the scope of a lot of people that had never heard of me before, since his channel was huge. So it was like this moment of people like reaching out to me, DMing me, commenting, like hitting me up on Discord. Like I didn't even have a Discord until I worked with Jules. So like, because that was how he wanted to collaborate and kind of go back and forth. And so it worked out great. And then suddenly I'm in this scope of a lot more eyes, and people being like, oh my God, she can sing, like, holy shit, I want her on my song, And so that was a very exciting process for me. And like, it was peak pandemic, like this was 2020. And so I had nothing to do but record music and record videos. So I took on every single collaboration humanly possible. Anyone who asked, I said yes. Whether I knew I could do the song or not, I was like, I'm going to figure it out. And so I did every single thing, and I started meeting so many people and connecting with so many people on social media, and kind of just having this awesome friendship, and actually meeting people, just finding out there was a video game music community and a lot of people who do this and like perform at conventions. And I went, oh, well, how do I do that? So then that kind of created another chain reaction of other events to where it's like, oh God, I'm all over the place now. But it's just crazy to think about it, because really it hasn't been that long. I'd say 2020 was when that big shift happened for me, because even still, after Super Mario Odyssey, I wasn't consistent. I was having my videos kind of look like whatever I wanted them to look like. I was running down to the local park and recording the Skyrim theme, playing a cat piano. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. This is my silly, goofy self. That's great. But like, that was when I kind of had this moment of like, oh, there can be a lot of eyes. This is interesting. And here we are, like only 5 years later, really. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives in that time. But
2020 was only 20 years ago. It's fine.
Yeah, it feels like it to me sometimes.
It was a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago, but no, it's great. And Jules and I are still friends. I throw him into absolutely anything I can, which is a lot of fun. He threw me into Throne controllers, which was so much fun. I mean, it's just like we have such a good friendship, and I wish I could see him more. But he also lives somewhat far from me, so it's kind of like, how dare I make these great friends and then be far away? Really rude,
I know that feeling.
honestly. Yeah, it's really rude. I don't like it. They need to stop.
It's not my fault. It's yours.
I know. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm going to start telling people now.
Mm-hmm. No, you were supposed to be near me.
Yeah. Didn't you get the memo?
I'm cozy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come hang out this way.
Great.
Yeah.
But I would never tell anybody to live where I live. That's it's way too. Man, you think? I mean, it's like. Maybe you could afford living here. You live in Southern California, so
yeah, it's
kind of like, what do you want?
Yeah, I like Southern California. It's nice here all the time, so that's nice.
I miss Southern California.
Come back.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Just come vacation here instead. It's okay.
We have family there, so.
Okay. There you go.
I'm a native, actually.
Really? Where are you from?
I was born in Torrance.
Okay. Yep. I know it well.
Lived my first couple of years in Thousand Oaks.
Okay, right on. Very cool.
Yeah. One of these days. One
of these days. And you're gonna call your good pal Lacey.
Yeah, if you're close by. Because otherwise, if it's an hour and 40-minute drive, I don't know.
I got a car. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah,
that's called an accident.
I love it.
Yeah.
Head-on collision for us.
So then,
don't worry about it.
Tragedy struck today. So, when you were talking about being inconsistent and trying to were you just trying to figure out what you wanted to do with YouTube?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
what is a simple act of like just create? Don't worry about it. Just do it.
It was, I think, a little bit of both, because I had heard from other people who I knew. Like, I had a friend who was a pretty successful cosplayer, and she just said, sometimes you just got to put stuff out. You just got to put out pictures. You got to put out videos. You got to like put yourself out there so that people just see you and know you. And I also at the same time was like, well, I've never developed an identity for myself before publicly as a musician. Again, I was used to playing for everyone else and supporting everyone else, and never really being my own artist as it was. And so here I am kind of in this predicament of like, well, who do I want to be? Who do I want to represent myself as artistically, musically? Because I knew what I liked, me, Lacey, but I just was kind of like, well, I kind of need to create a character, if you will. And I still think of a lot of my stage persona as a character. So much of my personality has seeped into it, but it's like, to protect kind of my mental health, I do have to do that. Mm-hmm. Just in the sense that it's like, I need to take a break. I need to reassess kind of, is this worth it? Is this performance that I'm stressing out about? Is this song that I'm trying to make work? Is it really worth it for me professionally, for me personally? So I always ask myself that question if I'm like on that teetering edge of like, I'm going to crash out. I take a moment. So it's been good. The self-regulation has been very good in recent years, which is nice. But yeah.
And so when you started going into like the wider VGM community, did it cause you to kind of have like an immediate like, oh, like here's how I should focus, or here's what we should be doing now? Or was there more of like a natural progression, since you were talking about like, oh, whatever came through my door, I said yes. Did that kind of help narrate or dictate what you kind of did as a creator at that point? Or was it, how did we get there?
I think so, as a kind of one helped the other, because I think I mean, this is so insane to say, but like one of my first big breaks was MagFest. I got booked 2022, which was the first mag back. They put my ass on the main stage and I was just like, oh, cool. Because I didn't apply at that point. That was just like a, hey, we think you're really great and I think you should come and perform at our convention. And so I went, okay. And so I did. And that was an interesting and terrifying experience for me because at that point, I really had just made an online identity, not necessarily interacting with my audience, which is something I do and I have done forever. Like I look people in the eye when I'm playing or singing. Like I'm very active with my audience. I don't just get lost in the playing. So suddenly I'm in this place where I'm in front of hundreds, if not like 1,000 people. And I was just like, okay, we're going to need to figure this out like now. Basically, as I'm in the wings, shaking, like ready to go on stage, I'm like, I need to figure out who I am, what I'm about, all of this, like that I've been working toward, and just go have fun and see what sticks, you know? And thank God people liked it. People were very into the energy I brought and the feelings that I gave. So that was really nice. But I'd say it was definitely a trial by fire because I really was just like, I didn't prepare. Nowadays, I run through my set so many times. By the time anyone sees it, I've run the set probably 40 times.
Mhm.
And including talking bits, I time it. I do it's fully rehearsed. There's plenty of improv that happens as any performance would, but I would say at the end of the day, you know, it's like I just had to like kind of be about the VGM community in that moment. And, you know, thank God they accepted me. And I just fell in love with like every single person I met. I met so many of the people who I'd collaborated with from afar. They were all at MagFest. And it was so amazing and so beautiful to meet all of these people and just have that important FaceTime and just talk and have the moment where they're like, oh, you're taller than I thought. And I'm like, oh, you're shorter than I thought. You know, just the thing that we always do with internet friends.
Yeah.
I am very tall, by the way. People are always surprised by that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's kind of amazing in that way that I just had enough faith and trust in the process to be like, well, if we bomb, we don't do it again. I guess that's fine. But it went really well. And I think I was really proud of how I was able to put so much of that worry and what if they don't like me? What if this blows up in my face to the side and just be in it and just commit and full send. And I had a great, great performance. That was one of the best nights of my life. I still have the voicemail. My mom called me when I got off stage and I still have it saved on my phone. Because she was watching the live stream and she was just literally like, that was so amazing. I like don't know who you were. Like that was someone else entirely. And I was like, well, yes, it was, Mom, but thank you.
The spirit of Shaggy just took over.
But yeah, exactly. But you know, she just was expressing how proud she was and all that. And that was a wild moment because it was just as much a gamble for me as it was for anyone at that time. To put on a performance, to travel across the country and do that because I hadn't really done that before.
Yeah.
But it was really, really awesome to be so accepted by the VGM community. And I ride or die for the VGM community. Like it is become such a big part of my life. So many of my close friendships, so many of my working relationships, people who I literally could call when I had the worst year of my life last year. Like I called my friend Carrie many times crying and she like held me up, you know? So, I mean, it's like, it's so refreshing that there's people who I haven't even met yet within this community that I would probably have similar responses, you know, if we just had the opportunity. And so that, I think that even was more of a chain reaction to be like, well, I started getting invitations to perform at all these other events. And I went, yes, because that same thing could happen at this event, at that, you know, with these people who are coming up and sharing their favorite Street Fighter memory with me because I played Guile's theme. And it's like, it's just this wholesome, beautiful community of people who just love video game music like I love video game music. So it's
Yeah.
just, it's so beautiful. And it's reason enough for so much of the logistical headache that I go through to handle all of that, and just like do it and put on an hour show and not make it everyone's problem that I have to work as much as I do for it. Cause it's like at the end of the day, I love it and I love my community and I'll do it again. I'll do it many more times.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It is like fascinating. I mean, it on a similar level. It's just once you do that like first performance, or because I don't play music live, but either doing a panel live
Yeah.
or going out and just putting yourself out there for a show or for
Yep.
some other reason.
Yep.
Like it is exhausting, but it like you open yourself up to this whole like community of people. And I think one of the strangest things is like when somebody like asks me to sign something and it's just like, you wait, what? Like
Oh
you want
yeah.
me to do that? Like
Yeah.
why? um and just like opening yourself up to that community is like such a mind-blowing experience.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that that worked out, especially since it seemed like you were just kind of like, I gotta do something right now.
Yep. But apparently I'm really good on my feet. That was something I learned very quickly in that moment as I'm like hyperventilating in the wings. Yeah, because I remember the guy who booked me, who's no longer with Mag. He saw one of the charity streams that I did during the pandemic, and he just said, "I love you, and I think our community is gonna love you just as much." And so he introduced me, and it was like I opened up Mag basically. I was the first act on main stage,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was wild, and it's been such a great journey just of experimenting and meeting new people and just seeing what everyone has, a great perspective to offer and something we can learn. And I've just been so thankful to be part of it.
Did opening yourself up to that take some time? Because I guess what
Nah.
I'm trying to think about is when you were doing everything yourself,
Mhm.
um, was there just kind of like this sigh of relief when all of a sudden everyone like showed up and was just kind of like, "Hey, you want to do stuff?"
Yeah, that's true. I would say that is definitely, it's always the like, do you want to play with me? Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that sort of that anticipatory anxiety where it's like, I hope they say yes, and there's been a lot of pitches that I've
Check yes
made
or no.
to people. Yeah, there's been a lot of pitches I've made to conventions, to people, to events, to whatever. And I've been told no plenty of times. But I'm always so excited and relieved when they say yes because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, thank God, I'm not thinking about this differently. Like we're on the same page. This is really cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think specifically in like a lot of this scene where people have been going to MagFest for like 10 years before they actually played it, or people knew each other for like a decade, or people have been doing this for so long. And then, here I am just kind of rolling up and I'm just like, I don't know anybody, but you will know me by the time the weekend's done. And it's just, yeah, I'm so thankful people like what I do.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful.
I mean, I am very impressed by like your energy because I'm
Thanks.
very like introverted. It's very difficult for me to part of why I do the podcast is
Yeah.
again an excuse to be like, I'm going to talk to people
Yeah.
and
And it's going to go well.
I hope so
I hope
because
so.
otherwise I'll just black out.
Yeah.
And I think like being able to kind of see, especially meeting you at Coliseum,
Yeah.
I've heard of you, didn't really like know much, but I was
Mhm.
just kind of like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. But then the fact that you were just kind of so welcoming to just anyone
Yeah.
was very impressive. And I think what I'm learning about you now too is that you are very much just like, for whatever reason, you're just very much like, I gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
I can do this, I can do that, this, that, and the other. Um, Is it just like, do you need constant stimuli in order to feel like you aren't bored, or what is the main driving factor other than I got to pay rent? Uh, what else is there?
I don't know. I mean, I think thank you for saying all that. I don't know. I just think a lot of the time people judge you by how you look, what you do, what you can offer, right? And I think a lot of my feelings and a lot of my energy and like my tendencies derive from never really feeling like anybody got me, because I wasn't like everybody else. I'm from a place where everybody looks the same, like everyone's blonde with blue eyes, and I'm the only brunette in my school. It just was like, no matter what, I was never going to look like everybody else, um, or just be like everybody else. And I think a lot of the time, what I try to put out there is making someone feel welcome, like they matter. Like what they say matters, and it does, because goddamn, we're all just doing this.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah.
just doing this one shoe at a time. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, I think I am a busy person because I'm very ambitious. I would say I have a lot that I want to accomplish. I have a quality of living that I want to achieve that I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. It's going well. But at the end of the day, too, I'm friendly. I like people. I want to have friends, real friends. And I've found so much of the time that like it's easiest to just kind of be my weird little self and see who vibes with it. And
Yeah.
and it's been sort of sweet that people have wanted to play ball, like people feel like they can talk to me about just about anything. And I'm definitely a big sister for a lot of the younger artists within the VGM scene, and people who are just kind of getting started or don't know what they're doing. And I'm always wanting to help, and I always want to help somebody feel like they belong, and they're exactly where they should be.
Mhm.
Because really, if you're enjoying what you're doing something that you should be doing. And it doesn't hurt anybody, because
Yeah,
we don't do
yeah,
that. We don't do that.
yeah.
But no, I think a lot of the time I really do that thing that people talk about on the internet, where it's like I'm trying to create a space and an environment that I didn't have when I was younger.
Mhm.
And I wish I had like a weird older sibling or something that could have made a lot of what I liked and what I did okay. So I try to just make sure everybody feels like they're okay.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate the energy and like the vibe that you can just so easily bring into the room, and I
Thank
think
you,
that's
princess.
very noticeable for everybody.
Thank you, princess. So I'm blushing.
Mm.
And I'm weird
Um,
as shit too, so there's
yeah,
that.
I mean, it helps. Um, and also when it comes to like you're doing so much,
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah.
Dan, cut that first half of this sentence out. Replace it with something that sounds like I know what I'm talking about.
Some very long word.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 syllables at least.
At least.
At least. Um, so you're doing a lot,
Yeah.
and you were talking a little bit about self-regulation. Dan, cut that
Yeah.
self part out. Replace it with something that sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Um, and that's where do you learn to do that self-regulation? Where do you learn those techniques? And like, was that through advice? Was that just through your own, like, I have to figure this out? Or where did that come from?
I'm not entirely sure. I started doing it, I think it was during the pandemic. Um, it could have just been spending a lot of time with my friends who were actively in therapy, and just kind of one of my best friends, Stephanie, um, has always been someone who I would come to in conflict or in times of like high stress, interpersonal stress, academic stress, whatever. She was one of my roommates at college.
Mhm.
And she was always the one who asked those really uncomfortable questions and asked like, well, do you feel like this because, you know, you're not showing up to class, or do you feel like this because someone is making you feel uncomfortable? You know, she would ask me a lot of those insightful questions, and we're still very good friends to this day. I'm seeing her on Saturday. But like, she's someone who's been very present in my life, and has been such a good consult when things were very good and when things were very, very bad for me. And I think having those friends to lean on is such a luxury, but it also taught me to ask those questions myself when I was having a similar struggle and she wasn't there. Or I was literally across the world or whatever, you know, like she couldn't, I couldn't bother her. And it just started to become a habit. And I started to actually take care of myself and prioritize myself and my well-being as a habit that I was doing.
Yeah.
And I started having I had a lot of time, just like most of us. I had a lot of time by myself in the pandemic. And I really was good about externalizing how I was feeling. And I was really, really good at sitting with how I was feeling to kind of decide the next step, right? Figuring out, do I want to change something or do I need to come to terms with this? This is basically, I have a point of action or I have a point of acceptance. I need to figure this out now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never perfect with it, but I used to have a very, very hot temper, and I'm very delighted that I've been working on that. And it's not nearly as quick to fire, and it's a little slower climb to fire now. So it's progress. It's
That's
good.
good. That's good.
It's good. It's good. But yeah, I've always been good at self-soothing, and I do think that's just from being an only child and being alone a lot. But it's made me very, very self-sufficient and driven, and it's paid off tremendously professionally for me because I tell myself what to do all the time, and I'll create a to-do list in my head and I go down it every day. And that's what I do every day. I live in lists.
Those words frightened me because I can't remember shit.
Yeah, it's scary what's in my head.
So like the fact that you're like, oh, I'm just gonna make a list in my head, and then you just do them.
Yep. Every day.
Because at some point I get distracted.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always been that way. I'm a Virgo, and so I have very structured things in my life. But it's been very, very good again for my work ethic because audio engineering is not not a quick process. And oftentimes, you know, it takes hours and hours and hours just to get a basic song recorded without any of the frills. And I think so much of that discipline, I've always been very disciplined, but I think so much of that discipline really comes out when I am doing my process because I can just work for however long I have. If I have 6 hours, okay, I'm going to spend every single minute of that 6 hours achieving what I want to achieve here. And then whatever's left goes to tomorrow. So it's kind of creating this workflow for myself that I'd say would be part of any other job, but it lives up here. Some days I do write things down because there's just too many things, but I'd say most times it's just up here.
I've very much had to get comfortable with putting stuff in my phone because
me too.
My attention span is too small.
Yeah.
I bow to your capabilities.
I'm very fortunate.
Remember things?
I do. I'm very fortunate in that way. But
wild.
But I've been working on trying to write more things out because it gets very loud up here when you have a lot of ideas or a lot of to-dos. It gets really, really loud and it can impede other things. So I don't want to just work every single day. I don't want to just only be thinking about making music every day. I also want to be the Lacey who goes to a card store and cries over a Magikarp card. And so like, I've gotten a lot better about achieving what I can within the period that I've allotted, and then saving whatever isn't done for the next session, whenever that is. Doesn't even have to be the next day. Sometimes, like right now, I'm working on about 4 songs. So I will alternate depending on how I'm feeling that day. And it's like, if I feel like playing bass, great. Maybe I'll track a couple different bass songs and then that's it. And that's all I do. So it's about having that. How much work are we doing today? This is the list of things.
Very much learning how to stop hyper fixating.
Yes.
And just let things go.
Yeah, I've gotten really good at letting things go.
You have to.
It's just like that strive for perfection, or the like, well, if I just work on it this much more, it'll get right. It's like, no, sometimes you have to let things be where they are, and then you might find new fulfillment out of what you were like, it needs work. It's like, no, it actually sounds pretty good. I've had many songs that I thought were absolute shit, and I come back and I put on my headphones and I went, you did that? Yeah, no.
Yeah, it took me a very long time to figure this out, but like sometimes you just have to walk away and come back after
Yeah.
like an hour or two, or just
Yep.
go to bed.
Yeah,
Come
go to
back to it
sleep.
the next morning.
Yep, go sneepy. Go
And
sneepy, come back refreshed and try
9
again.
times out of 10, you'll either realize there was nothing to worry about, or you'll get it right the first try.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
I have one final question for you,
Okay.
or at least for today.
Okay.
Can you talk about like bands or musical inspiration that you think more people should listen to?
Oh.
Do like a top 3.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. All right. So, I am one of those people that I have an extraordinarily diverse taste in music. And I don't say that to be like the other girls. I listen to music in like 5 different languages often. There is a band that immediately comes to mind that if you don't know, you should check them out, because I guarantee you've never heard anything like them before. They are called The Who, not the WHO, but the HU. They're a Mongolian throat metal band, and they are incredible. I listen to them. They're actually one of my on my running playlist. Like when I really want to get pumped up, feeling like I'm like literally going into battle, I play The Who. They are amazing, very unique. Who else comes to mind right now? I'm trying to think of like unique answers.
I'm looking forward to you giving me the answer, and then like 2 hours from now, I just get a text, and you're just kind of like, can I change that?
Honestly, yeah. If you could see my playlist, it's frightening. Uh, because I mean, okay, let's just get some things out of the way. So I love the pop girlies. I'm a big fan. Pop is where so much of my vocal style is rooted in. Um, the usuals. You've all heard of Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan. You've heard of all them, right? So I'm trying to like go outside the box. Let me see. Let's see if there's
We're gonna look at the playlist.
Oh yeah, we're gonna look right here. I'm gonna see what's on my recently played. I love a lot of K-pop too, which is something that I don't think is surprising to anyone. But if you didn't know that, I love K-pop.
If you had said that 18 years ago, or even
I did. I was on the ground floor back in high school. I was listening to K-pop. Oh yeah, I've met Miyavi. So Miyavi this is a great conversation that we're having right now. So Miyavi is one of my heroes. Miyavi inspired me to learn the guitar. And I actually got a back tattoo inspired by Miyavi's back tattoo.
Oh.
And he is someone who I just have idolized so much because he is a pioneer. If you don't know Miyavi, look at Miyavi. This is an excellent example of someone who should have more listeners. He is
Miyavi.
Yes. Yeah. Miyavi. And he's Japanese, but he does a lot in English now. Because I know his family is being raised in America. His kids are in LA.
Oh, sure.
So, and his wife speaks English, Melody. But anyway, Miyavi is such a hero to me because he does slap guitar, and he is so incredibly talented, incredible vocalist. His production is just high octane all the time. I love it. And I was very, very lucky to meet him. And I cried. Apparently I just do that also when I meet people I idolize. I just cry. I met Hayley Williams of Paramore, and I cried. She's been one of my heroes forever. I don't think that's surprising to anyone. But if I had to think of a band that if you haven't heard of yet, you should. It's a band called Spirit Box, and I love them a lot. They're a metal band. their front woman, Courtney LaPlante, is unparalleled in skill. She does all of the band's clean vocals and screamo, and she does it live. I have seen her do it live, and it blew my mind. They are really, really great. And they're just starting to kind of get some traction within, I'd say, more of beyond the metal scene or the like metalcore scene. They're definitely starting to expand a little bit now. They just did a song with Amy Lee of Evanescence and Poppy, which is so good. It's called The End of You, I think. Hold on, pause. Yeah, End of You. So good. It is such a great song. I'm obsessed with it. Amy Lee is just one of the archetypes for me as well. As a emo vocalist, like very about it. But yeah, I could yap about so many different kinds of music for so long. Because I listen to so much music, and I am proud to do that. And I take a lot of time to try and check out whatever's new. The only reason I'm still on TikTok is just to find new musicians and new artists. And it is a great way to do it, because you'll find somebody who's just starting and they're great. So
yeah. I hadn't even thought of, I mean, that is kind of what TikTok was kind of about at the time.
It was supposed to be about music. Yeah.
Supposed to be about music.
Yeah, it was.
Mouthing the lyrics to your favorite songs.
True. Very true.
Then it became about a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly, that'll be good. Look, we did our introductory, right? Like, maybe next time if you're down for it, we can get you back on here. We'll talk more about like the music side of things.
Oh, certainly. Certainly. Yeah.
And then I'll hit you with some kind of like mental health question.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh God.
I love those. I'm a big fan.
It's a gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, but for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Just want to say thank you again to Lacey Johnson for hanging out with us. Let us know where people can find you. What are you doing? What are you up to? Where can we find you?
Well, I'm chronically online, so you can find me pretty much everywhere at Lacey Johnson Music. Twitter being the exception, that's at Lacey J Music, because they wouldn't let me have my last name for some reason. Thanks, Elon. But anyway, I make YouTube videos. It will hopefully go back to every other week soon once touring calms down. But please check out my YouTube channel. I am currently on tour with my band Steam Powered Giraffe. We have a couple shows remaining in the year, and we are coming to Vegas, Colorado, and Escondido. If you are in any of those areas and you want to come see us, please do. There are still tickets available for all of those shows. I stream a couple times a week, twitch.tv/Lacey Johnson Music. And I am kind of just bopping around on all the games I like. It's a lot of Balatro. It's a lot of me screaming about Balatro. But you can also hear my amazing Jennifer Coolidge impression. So if that's not reason enough to follow me on there and subscribe and all that good stuff, then you better do it now.
Oh my God, go. Links actually in the description. I was very prepared today.
Incredible. I love that. Yes. But I am everywhere. I'm not hard to find.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very hard to find either. Remember, if you want to help support my content, you can like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel for free. You can see the podcast live with video, including an exclusive Q&A session for those of you who tune in on time. Well, early, but I say it's on time.
Yeah.
But if you do want to help support us financially, you can become a member starting at $2.99 a month. Earns you some cool emotes, gets you a cool role in the Discord, which is also available and free. It's definitely there. And you can help, steer the future of this channel. I want to care about this YouTube channel a little bit more than I do. Twitch is just so easy.
I know.
And now I made a VODs channel, and that's so hard.
Well, yeah, that's a lot more work.
Thanks.
Support our princess. Support our princess.
Support our princess. Go support Masay.
That too. Go support Masay.
Also, hey, leave a comment in the down below. You can either let us know what you thought of the show, or you can give us your opinion on this month's topic. This month's topic is, what is your favorite cover of Lacey's?
Oh, that's a very excellent. I would like to know. I don't know.
Leave a comment. Don't just put it in chat. Leave a comment on the video to let us know what you think.
Yeah.
look, if you prefer to listen to the audio version of this podcast, that'll be up soon. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spoofy, really
Mm.
wherever you get your podcasts. If you leave us a good rating, that'll help us grow. It's good engagement, all that good
Do it.
stuff.
It
Yeah,
takes you like 2 seconds. Do it.
it really does.
And it helps a lot.
It
Do
is
it.
so easy and
Yep.
free.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
anyway, other than that, this has been a fantastic 6th episode of Good Luck Have
Yeah.
Fun. Again, the audio version of this podcast was edited by Motion Dan. Popsky did the intro. Uh, Daniel GVG did the logo.
It's
The
a good
only thing
logo.
I do is talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
You do a good job. Thank you,
Oh,
Andrew.
oh, thank you, Jose.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome.
Jose.
You're welcome, Jose.
Yeah. But hey, Lacey's been our guest tonight. I've been your host, Laughing Boy, just now saying good night. Don't let bedbugs bite.
Yeah.